Hello and welcome to Thái Nguyên News. My name is Thương Huyền. First, the headlines. Vietnamese all over the world directing to the fatherland. Evaluating the implementation progress of the projects of Asia Pacific Investment Joint Stock Company. Commending 150 typical pupils in the school year 2013-2014. To protest against China's unilateral placement of oil-rich Haiyang CU-981 in Vietnam's exclusive economic zone and continental South, the Vietnamese community and international friends in many countries have organized marches to demand China to withdraw its rig and obey international laws.
In Washington, D.C., U.S., protests have attracted many expatriates and overseas Vietnamese officers and students. The message sent to the Chinese government was clear. That is, to demand China to withdraw its rig out of Vietnam and stop being aggressive to law enforcement forces and Vietnamese fishermen in the East Seas and to comply with the international laws. We want to send message to the Chinese government that took advantage of the situation to invade Vietnam territory. We want Chinese government to pull out of Vietnam waters and stop taking aggressive actions against the Vietnamese. Joining the marches, Vietnamese citizens in the U.S. who wish to express their patriotism and affirm the general efforts to protect the territorial integrity of Vietnam all over the world regardless of space. The affectionate action has received the response of the American pacifists who are sympathetic to Vietnam. We must unite to fight against the actions of China, which are threatening marine freedom in many countries. This is not acceptable, and that's why I am here today. In Germany, more than 5,000 Vietnamese people with gold stars and red flag flocked the streets of Munich, the state capital of Bayer. The group was locked hand in hand as they sing the national anthem and traditional songs such as Anchor Hold With Us in the Happy Days of Great Victory, and chanted slogans in Vietnamese, English, German, and Chinese languages. Spratly Islands and Parcel Islands belong to Vietnam. I love Vietnam. Vietnam loves peace. In Italy, patriotism and direction toward the fatherland have been expressed in Vietnamese community. Those who attended the march held up banners in English and Italian, protesting Chinese wrongdoings and calls for China to respect international law by immediately withdrawing its illegal rigs from the territory of Vietnam. Those two countries, Vietnam and China, have repeatedly promised to resolve disputes by peaceful means and cooperation, but in fact, China did not do so. As far as I am concerned, the disagreement must be resolved by the way of peaceful negotiations on the basis of goodwill and cooperation, though, in fact, the negotiations may be long and challenging. Protesters also call for peace-loving people around the world to show opposition against China's action to contribute to protect the world peace.
On the morning of May the 20th, a delegation of Thái Nguyên Provincial Youth Union visited and encouraged families whose sons are performing their duties on Spratly Islands, Khánh Hòa Province.
The delegation visited Mr. Tô Tiến Dân family in Na Don Hamlet, Phúc Lương Commune, Đại Từ District. His son, Tô Văn Anh, born in 1988, is now a soldier of Air Defense Force on Song Tử Tây Island. The delegation also paid a visit to Ms. Trần Thị Hương family in Hòa Bình Hamlet, Khôi Kỳ Commune, Đại Từ District. Her son Dương Thế Quyền, born in 1988, is now an army physician in Sinh Tồn Island, Spratly Islands. These two soldiers are representatives of Thái Nguyên Province performing their duties of protecting the country on Spratly Islands, Vietnam. In each family, the delegation gave compliments and encouraged them to continue supporting their sons despite the long distance to make them feel secured as they complete their missions.
On May the 20th, Thái Nguyên Department of Education and Training, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên Study Encouragement Association, held a ceremony to recognize pupils who won prizes in 3 national competitions of selecting excellent pupils at the 12th grade and competition on solving math problems using calculators and science and technology for high school pupils.
On the competition of selecting excellent pupils at the 12th grade 2004, 53 of 90 Thái Nguyên candidates won prizes, which made the province rank the first in 15 provinces in the one emulation zone. On the competition of solving math problems using calculators, 27 of 30 Thái Nguyên candidates won prizes, and 5 of 6 projects of Thái Nguyên won prizes on the competition of science and technology for high school pupils. In the school year 2013-2014, 105 pupils and 66 teachers whose pupils won prizes were commended and awarded certificates of satisfactory progress by the Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee. 35 excellent pupils received certificates from the Ministry of Education and Training. T&G Investment and Trade GSC also offered 1 million Vietnam dong to typical pupils. Speaking at the ceremony, Ms. Ma Thị Nguyệt, Vice Chairman of Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee, congratulated the high achievement of excellent pupils and teachers alike and encouraged them to continue to study and emulate to become helpful citizens, contributing to the development of Thái Nguyên Province and the nation.
On the afternoon, the 20th of May, Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee organized a meeting to evaluate the progress of Asia-Pacific Investment Joint Stock Company's projects implementing in Thái Nguyên Province. Mr. Nhữ Văn Tâm, Vice Chairman of Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee, attended and chaired the meeting. The purpose of the meeting is the implementation of Thái Nguyên Provincial Secretary's conclusion on some contents related to the projects of Asia-Pacific Investment Joint Stock Company. In order to do this conclusion, an interdisciplinary inspection team was established and examined the actual situation of the projects. As a report of the inspection team, Asia-Pacific Investment Joint Stock Company officially implemented the projects in 2009 in the province. To date, the company has implemented 3 projects with a total investment of nearly 2,000 billion Vietnam dong, including the complex of commercial services, office leasing, luxury hotels in Gia Sang Wood project, the residential number 5 project in Tục Duyên Wood, Thái Nguyên City, and Điểm Tuy Industrial Zone project. However, all 3 projects are behind the schedule as of the moment. The inspection team reported that the reason for the slow progress is the limited financial capacity of the company by spreading investment. Some related procedures are unfinished, like the clearing ground and payment of compensation. Concluding the meeting, the Vice Chairman told the Asia-Pacific Investment Joint Stock Company (APEC) to prove and commit the financial facility to the project, perform the applications for the state, shelve Phase 2 of the project to concentrate on finishing Phase 1. The Vice Chairman also suggested the functional departments and local government to enhance support for the investor, especially the matters related to the administrative processes to help the company expeditiously complete the investment projects. Last the 20th of May, in Thái Nguyên Tea Cultural Space Hall, Thái Nguyên Provincial Cooperative Alliance cooperated with the German Cooperative Federation to launch the training course Effective Sales Skills for local tea production cooperatives and cooperative groups. Participants in the course were introduced the operation method, learned lessons, and hands-on experiences from German agricultural cooperative model, which was a strong economic example that is making essential contributions to the agricultural economy in particular and German economy in general. For years, the German Cooperative Federation has carried out activities to support and develop the cooperatives in many provinces and cities of Vietnam, including Thái Nguyên, in order to raise awareness of partners and related agencies, particularly its local people, about a new type of cooperative working model as a market-oriented economic enterprise. Within the frame of the program, participants are also provided with knowledge of marketing and sales skills. This is a really useful course to enhance the capacity of cooperatives in Thái Nguyên and individuals in the same nature of business in organizing sales activities, and to equip them with the most basic knowledge and skills to search for and collect information about potential customers. Build and maintain good relationships with clients and familiarize themselves with effective communication strategies related to the preparation of plans to introduce, develop tea products and market areas for the cooperatives. Now that comes to end the news today. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye and see you next time.